Clogged gutters can do a lot of damage to your home, so we're going to help you with that. With me is Randy Schreiber. His dad invented the GutterBrush, and Randy, clogged gutters, they do damage to the home. Can you give me some examples?
They sure do. It's very common for clogged gutters to contribute to very expensive damage for homeowners. Things like rotting fascia boards, wet basements and cracked foundations. If water builds up in interior walls and ceilings, you've got damage there. And in the wintertime, if water's not being drained away from the home, you've got potential ice dams and ice problems as well.
So it's about controlling the water, getting it away from the home. Your dad invented the GutterBrush, and it's a big brush, but before we get into this, how did he invent it?
Well, it kind of came up as an accidental discovery. Growing up in Ohio and Pennsylvania, I used to go up and do a lot of hunting and fishing at a family cabin in the mountains. My first job was to get up on the roof and dig all the muck and mud out of the gutters. And one year after I was gone to school, my dad had inherited that fun job and found, we think it was an old chimney sweep brush that he thought might be a useful tool to scrub the debris out of the gutters. He got sidetracked and the brush remained in the gutter when he came down and came back 6 months later, and the brush was still laying in the downspout where it was still flowing, but the rest of the gutters were full. So that's kind of where the idea came from.
Does GutterBrush, it's got bristles and everything, it lays in the gutter, and how it just keeps stuff out of it?
It does, yeah. It's almost just like a big bottle brush. The brush itself fills the space inside the gutter and acts as a barrier, preventing leaves or debris from building up, but obviously water can flow through the brush easily. And so your gutters continue to flow, but without the buildup of leaves and debris.
All right, well, let's install some. Fairly easy to do. Most homeowners can tackle this project. What's step one?
It is. Step one is just starting with clean gutters. Just make sure your gutter channel is clean and flowing. Make sure your downspouts aren't blocked or clogged, and so that's step one, is just cleaning your gutters.
Clean it out, maybe run a hose in there, make sure the water's running to the downspout, getting it away. All right, so now installing it.
Installing it is the simplest part of all. I mean, once you're up on the roof or ladder, you're just taking 3-foot sections and sliding them into your existing gutter channel. So the brushes slide underneath the mounting brackets that hold the gutter to the home, and that's where they stay. You put pieces end to end through the whole gutter channel, and that's all there is to it.
Now, does this come in different sizes?
It does. We make 5 different diameters for just about any size gutter that's out there. The most common is our 5-inch standard gutter for 5-inch residential rain gutters, but we do make it from 3¼ inches all the way up to 8-inch diameters.
Okay, and length's 3 foot, and
3 foot is most of what you'll receive, but we also send some 18-inch pieces to help finish shorter lengths of gutter you're left with.
Okay, as we're installing, if we get to the end of the gutter and we got too much GutterBrush, you don't cut it, right?
You don't. You can just take a piece, and basically, if you get to the end of the gutter and you've got 4 or 5 inches too much, you can just bend the brush back into itself and tuck it over and create a shorter length. It's very easy to do.
I understand it's made in the USA.
It is made in the USA.
And how about the fibers? How does this hold up against the sun? I know the UV rays of the sun do a lot of damage.
They do. The bristles of the brush are UV protected. It's got a lifetime guarantee against any material breakdown from sunlight. The center core of the brush is heavy gauge galvanized steel wire, so it's a very durable product.
Randy, as this is laying in the gutter, I'm sure leaves and debris get stuck in the gutter. Do these need to ever be pulled and shaken off, or can you just leave them in place, or how's that?
In most cases, you can leave them in place for a long time. If you've got very small debris like pine needles or maple helicopter seeds, you will get some limited debris in the top of the brush. And then, as you mentioned, if and when you ever see enough debris build up that it's causing a flow problem, you can pull a brush out, shake it clean, and slide it back in.
Well, this is a great product that you can do yourself. You can order it online at GutterBrush.com. If you don't want to do it yourself, you have a list of contractors?
We do. You can look for a list of contractors or retail partners on our website at GutterBrush.com. We have plenty of people that can help with installation.
I love it.